Okay, so we have some release dates to go over from Marvel and Sony. And Loki Season 2 also has a poster out. So let's start with Loki Season 2. Um, okay, so it's Loki Season 2 is going to be released October 6th. And let me pick you up so you can see the poster. Let me just move it down so you can actually see the poster. Looks like it's mostly Loki and... Yeah. Looks like it's just all Lokis running around a clock. And of course, Miss Minutes. So, is that. And Owen Wilson has teased more of Mobius's backstory. So, and this happened before the strike. So he teased that the new season will reveal more of Mobius's backstory. Let me first make this bigger so you can actually see me. Alright. Okay. There we go. I thought I would have a good time, but I really enjoyed it. Wilson says of his time on the first season of the show. I've been lucky working on a million movies and always having a good time, but on that one I had a really great time, and that continues on season 2. Maybe even more so because we were filming in London and being there at Pinewood, but yeah, his story just goes deeper. Okay, that's not much of a tease. Okay, yeah, you're gonna learn more about Mobius. Okay, and that told me nothing. Alright. So let's see if we have a... Alright, so let's just go through this whole thing. Marvel Studios fan favorite Tom Hiddleston stars in Loki Season 2, returning as the titular God of Mischief for another round of time-traveling hijinks on Disney Plus on October 6th. Loki is once again joined by Mobius as the two attempt to keep the timelines intact. Of course, that's Owen Wilson, Mobius. After the events of Season 1 saw his variant Sylvie, which is played by Sophia DiMartino, kill He Who Remains and unleash the wrath of Kang the Conqueror upon the multiverse, Loki must once again embark on an adventure to keep reality from collapsing. Loki was last seen in the post-credits scene of Ant-Man and the Wasp: Quantumania, where he and Mobius were keeping tabs on one of Kang's mysterious variants. Loki Season 2 will continue the story of the multiverse saga in the Marvel Cinematic Universe. So there is that. Of course, for those who've seen either the post-credit scene alone, like me, or the actual movie, you saw that they came into contact with Victor Timely, in that they were in the audience when he was giving one of his presentations about time travel. So, that is all I have on that one. And some sad news for those of you who are Spider-Verse fans. Sony removed Spider-Man Beyond the Spider-Verse from release calendar. A new release date for the highly anticipated Marvel movie has yet to be announced. So, yeah, that is it was supposed to come out March 29th, 2024, which is now going to be occupied by the untitled Ghostbusters Afterlife sequel, which that should be fun. I really enjoyed Ghostbusters Afterlife. It was a really nice love letter to the fans of the original franchise. Let's see. So that's all I have on that one. So let's find out about why it's getting delayed. Earlier this year, just following the release of Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse, reports came out claiming that Beyond the Spider-Verse would get delayed amid allegations of production troubles, and artists and animators claiming that virtually no work had been done. Ouch. As producers Phil Lord and Chris Miller recently told comicbook.com, the goal is to make sure Spider-Verse is handled right, as opposed to hitting a certain release date. It sounds like more of Marvel could take that advice. I mean, I've been enjoying all the Marvel I've watched. Do not get me wrong. But maybe they might want to, instead of pushing everything out, maybe, wait till the project is, finished. James Gunn even mentioned when he moved to DC that they never stop. They're always tweaking shows, movies. Why? You are literally putting people in a position that the movie they see when they first go to see it and what you see on Disney Plus is going to be something different. I just do not see why that's necessary. Just, wait till you have the movie you want and then put it out. You're going to make the money either way. People are still going to pay for it. They're not going to be like, oh, no, you're a day late, so yeah, I was going to pay for the movie, but now I'm not. That's not how it works. Anyway, I would say that just like we're going to take the time necessary to make Beyond the Spider-Verse great, Lord said before Miller concluded their answer, and we won't back into a release date that doesn't fit. So, that's good. That's very, very good. I've mentioned before, I'm not an animation fan. Mainly because, maybe it's because of the animation I grew up with. But generally when I watch animation, it's like the voice and the character, you can tell that this is a disembodied voice. So it just, takes you out of it. I mean, it might have been fine when I was a kid and I didn't pay attention to that stuff. But now I do, and so I just tend to stay away from animation in general. That and the writing style, the animation style of Avatar: The Last Airbender just really turned me off. So between the two, yeah, not an animation fan. But for those who are, that kind of sucks. But we do have what it's about. Beyond the Spider-Verse is expected to deal with the fallout of the cliffhanger ending of Across the Spider-Verse with Miles Morales, which is Shameik Moore. God, I hope I said that right. Stuck on an alternate universe with a more villainous version of himself, played by Jharrel Jerome. All right. All right. So that is, I believe, all I have on that one. So, next up, Sony delays Kraven the Hunter and moves up Madame Web release date. And I haven't seen anything about Madame Web, but what I've seen of Kraven the Hunter looks really good. So, but I hope this means that Sony has learned their lesson that, let's not just shit out a movie. Let's, make sure that the movie is what it should be. But anyway, So it's due to the ongoing actors' strike, which God knows when that's going to end. Both strikes, actually. So, with everything going on with the ongoing WGA and SAG-AFTRA strikes, the film industry is at a standstill. Actors aren't able to promote any of the films that they have already started, and it's forcing studios to go to drastic measures. It seems that Sony Pictures is being hit so hard by the ongoing SAG-AFTRA strike that it is being forced to delay one project and move up another. The studio revealed today that Kraven the Hunter has been delayed one whole year from October 6, 2023 to August 30th, 2024, and Madam Web will be moving up from its February 16, 2024 date to February 14th, to February 14, 2024. So it's only moving up 2 days. But they're pushing back Kraven the Hunter by a whole year, which on the one hand sucks because I'm looking forward to that movie, but I don't watch movies in theaters anyway, so that's not a big thing but for me. But on the other hand, it would have come out literally the same day as Loki season 2. Seriously, why would you do that, Marvel? Now granted, technically it's Sony, but it's in collaboration with Marvel. So why would you do that? Why would you try to torpedo one of your projects by having it open on the same day as another? Granted, Loki is a TV show, so you can literally watch it whenever. But you could also say that to some extent about Kraven. You don't have to watch it opening weekend or the opening day. You can watch it later. So, but still. Let's see. I think I went over the synopsis of Kraven the Hunter, but let's go over it again. In Kraven the Hunter, Russian immigrant Sergei Kravenov is on a mission to prove that he is the greatest hunter in the world. The film will star Aaron Taylor Johnson as Sergei Kravenov, or Kraven, Arana Du Bois as Calypso, and Fred Heichinger as Dmitry Smerdyakov, or Chameleon. Christopher Abbott, Alessandro Nivola, Russell Crowe, and Levi Miller have been cast in currently unknown roles. Really? You don't know what role Russell Crowe is playing? Okay. So, yeah. So let's go to what is Madam Web about? Madam Web will follow the origin story of its titular character, who will be played by Dakota Johnson, a clairvoyant whose psychic abilities allow her to see within the spider world itself. The film is being directed by Jessica Jones Helmer, S.J. Clarkson, and will also star Sydney Sweeney, Isabella Merced, who's just been cast in Superman Legacy as Hawkgirl, Celeste O'Connor, Emma Roberts, Zosia Mamet, and Mike Epps, and Adam Scott. So that is all I have about that. A lot of people are upset. They are not, I think a lot of people are not aware, I certainly wasn't, that they've de-aged Madam Web, or that she's a different character, I should say, than the old woman that we're used to seeing. So a lot of people are kind of pissed off. It's like, okay, how about learning something first? I mean, I was shocked, I was surprised, but then when I found out how things work, that she's the second Madam Web, I'm like, okay, fine, I'm okay with that. Alright, so the last release date we have is Venom 3. I haven't seen Venom 2 yet, but okay. Sony has pushed back some of their big movies, but they also confirmed Venom 3's release date. So Sony announced huge changes to the release schedule. Yeah, we know. Let's see. Where do we get to Venom 3? Okay, the threequel is currently untitled, but it's heading to theaters next year. Okay, that's not a release date. According to Sony's latest announcement, the Marvel Comics film will be released on July 12th, 2024. So, so apparently their production was recently halted due to the strike. And here's the current description. Tom Hardy returns as the Lethal Protector Venom for the third installment of the series, which will be directed by Kelly Marcel, who also wrote the screenplay with the story by Marcel and Hardy. Avi Arad, Matt Tolmach, Amy Pascal, Kelly Marcel, Tom Hardy, and Hutch Parker are producing. Okay, that told me nothing. That is not the current description of Venom. I mean, Alright. In addition to the return of Hardy, Venom 3 will also feature Chiwetel Ejiofor. I hope I pronounced that right. And Juno Temple in undisclosed roles. So yeah, it doesn't look like it actually gives us a proper description of what Venom 3 is about. So, with that, I believe that's all the info I have for you for Marvel. And I will see you guys in the next video.